There is common confusion about the difference between parts of speech and parts of the sentence. You will need to know the difference to avoid confusion in the following lessons. In this lesson, I'll explain to you what parts of speech there are in English and how to use them. In the next lesson, I'll concentrate on the parts of the sentence. If you are unfamiliar with this topic, I suggest you pause the video every once in a while to make notes. So, what are the parts of speech? The part of speech, or as it's commonly referred to as a word class, is a type of word with a particular function. For example, a table is a noun. A noun is a part of speech whose function is to indicate a thing or a person. A teacher is another noun. It indicates a person. Air is also a noun. It refers to a thing, although intangible and invisible. Nouns answer the question, what or who? A camera is a what? It's a thing. A carpenter is a who? It's a person. To learn is a verb. A verb is another part of speech whose function is to indicate an action. It answers the question of what to do. To swim is a verb. It indicates an action. To want is also a verb. It indicates an action and answers the question of what to do. The word beautiful is an adjective. An adjective is a part of speech whose function is to show an attribute of a noun. By attribute of a noun, I mean its size, color, taste, form, location, age, purpose, origin, and so on. In other words, it's any word that describes a noun. For example, big. This is a big chair. The word big is an adjective. It describes the size of the noun chair. It's a red car. The word red is an adjective that describes the color of the noun car. This cake is delicious. The word delicious is an adjective. It describes the taste of the noun cake. Let's move on to the next one. The word quickly is an adverb. An adverb is a part of speech that modifies the meaning of a verb, an adjective, or an adverb. It answers the question, how? For example, he drives quickly. The word quickly is an adverb. It modifies the verb drive. How does he drive? He drives quickly. He really likes to drink coffee in the morning. Really is an adverb. It modifies the verb like. How does he like to drink coffee? He really likes to drink coffee. She is often late for work. Often it is an adverb. It modifies the adjective late. She is often late for work. How often is she late for work? She is often late for work. I am very tired. The word very is an adverb. It modifies the adjective tired. How tired am I? I am very tired. He speaks extremely fast. I can't understand him. The word fast is an adverb which describes the adverb speak. The word extremely is also an adverb which modifies the adverb fast. How fast does he speak? Extremely fast. Another part of speech is a pronoun. A pronoun's function is to replace a noun. For example, I told John that I couldn't help him. Him replaces John. I changed John into him in order not to repeat the same name many times. I don't like this laptop because it crashes all the time. As you might have guessed, it is a pronoun. I used it to replace the noun laptop. Jill said that she didn't scratch the car. She's a pronoun. It replaces Jill. In order not to repeat the name Jill, although a beautiful one, we cover it with the pronoun she. The most common pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, we, they, what, this, that, these, those. There are other variations, which we will talk about in detail in the following lessons. Okay, moving on to the next part of speech. Preposition. Oh boy, that's a tough one. I won't go too deeply into prepositions for now. All you need to know now is that we use prepositions to connect words to each other to create a meaning. The most common prepositions are in, on, of, at, to, under, over, before, and after. You probably think that since your language has prepositions, too, it shouldn't be too hard for you, right? Oh, I hate to break the news to you, but although I guess all languages have prepositions, including your native language, the way they work in each language are entirely different. So pay very close attention to the way native speakers use them and learn prepositions from them. Okay, the next part of speech is conjunction. The function of conjunction is to glue together words, phrases, and clauses. For example, my car has broken down and I don't know what to do. The word "and" is a conjunction. It joins two clauses. My car has broken down and I don't know what to do. Without this conjunction, those are separate sentences. Conjunction and glues them together. Another example. She swears the car was scratched before she drove it, but I don't believe her. The word "but" is a conjunction. It joins two clauses. She swears the car was scratched before she drove it, and I don't believe her. There are several types of conjunctions which we will cover in the later videos. Okay, to conclude, parts of speech are words that have a standalone function. The function could be to describe actions, to join clauses, to describe objects, to show their attributes like size, shape, taste, or location. In the next lesson, I'll tell you about parts of the sentence. So stay tuned